In this video, we're going to be looking at the commutative property, which is pretty simple to understand once you get it figured out. So basically what it says is you can change the order of certain numbers in an equation and still get the same answer. And some important things to know are the commutative property only applies to addition and multiplication. It never ever works for subtraction or division. So for starters, I'll show you some examples for the commutative property of addition. So first of all, let's say you have 4 plus 5. So basically what the commutative property says is you can switch the order of these numbers into 5 plus 4 and get the exact same answer. And we know 4 plus 5 equals 9, and we know 5 plus 4 is also 9. So there's one example. And so another example would be 2 plus 3 plus 4. So what you can do with this is you can switch this 4 and move it over here. Let's say 4 plus 2 plus 3. And we know 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 4. And we know 4 plus 2 plus 3 again, which is also 5. And those are going to give you 9. So there's your answer again. And another way of doing the commutative property would be if you had something like 3 plus 5 plus something like 2 equals, you can switch the 2 over to here again, and you can also you can also switch the numbers on the inside, plus 5 plus 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 2 equals 2, plus 5 plus 3 is 8. And 8 plus 2 is 10, 8 plus 2 is 10. So that's the commutative property of addition. So now I'm going to show you basically the same exact thing for multiplication. So the commutative property of multiplication is pretty much identical. So you can, let's take an example of, say, 3 times 2. Commutative property of multiplication says that you can switch the order of these two numbers into 2 times 3, and it'll give you the same answer. So we know 3 times 2 equals 6, and we also know that 2 times 3 is 6. So there's one example. So let's say we have something like 2 times 1 in parentheses times 3. So we can change the order inside the parentheses just like for addition. So we'll have 1 times 2 times 3. And we know 2 times 1 is 2 on both sides, times 3 equals 6. 2 times 3 equals 6. So that's another example. And then one more example, let's take something like 3 times 5 times 2. Okay, so we can change this 2 and change the order by moving it over to here, times the parentheses, and also change the order inside the parentheses of 5 times 3. So 5 times 3 equals 15 times 2, and we have 2 times 5 times 3, which is 15. Well, 2 times 15 equals 30, and 15 times 2 also equals 30. So that's basically the commutative property of multiplication and addition. It's pretty simple to understand. I think the hardest part about these properties is just keeping them separated from the other little properties of mathematics.